Every 4 seconds, someone over 60 forgets something important, where they placed their keys, why they walked into a room, or even the name of someone they love. That's not just aging. It could be a warning sign. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever stood in front of the fridge and completely blanked on what you were looking for? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Just last week, a viewer named Janet messaged us and said, "I used to be sharp as a tack, but these days, I walk into a room and forget why I'm there. It's like my brain is underwater." What Janet is describing is something we hear more and more often, and it has a name: brain fog. Now let's be clear, brain fog isn't a medical disease, but it's very real. It's that slow, sluggish, I'm not myself feeling that clouds your thinking and steals your spark. Brain fog doesn't just affect how you think, it can affect how safe you are. From medication mix-ups to missing appointments, even driving errors. And over time, it chips away at something precious: your confidence, your independence, and your sense of who you are. Researchers at Harvard Medical School explain brain fog as a mild, yet persistent, form of cognitive dysfunction. Not as severe as dementia, not a permanent memory loss, but a very real sign that your brain isn't getting what it needs to function properly. In fact, according to a study in the Journal of Aging Research, adults over 60, especially women, are more likely than ever to report symptoms like trouble focusing, feeling tired, even after a full night's rest, forgetting names or common words, trouble multitasking, and feeling like everyday tasks take double the effort. Now here's the part that might surprise you. Brain fog is not just part of getting old, and it's not something you just have to accept. In most cases, it's your brain waving a white flag, asking for help. It's saying, "Please, give me better food, better sleep, more water, less stress. I need fuel." And the good news is, you can give it what it needs. You can reclaim your sharpness, your energy, that feeling of being with it again. Because just like morning fog clears when the sun rises, your brain can regain clarity with just a few daily changes. Why does brain fog happen? Well, imagine your brain as a busy office. Every thought, every memory, every little task, it all relies on the smooth coordination of messages, nutrients, and energy. But with time, that office can get a little cluttered. The phones don't ring as quickly. The files take longer to find. The staff moves a bit slower. That's what brain fog is like. And the truth is, there isn't just one cause, but a combination of small things that build up over time and start clouding your mind. Let's look at some of the most common culprits: lack of sleep, dehydration, nutrient deficiencies, poor diet, stress and anxiety. Brain fog doesn't mean your brain is broken. It means it's asking for help. And the best news? Every one of these causes can be gently improved with small daily habits. Coming up next, we'll dive into 5 powerful, research-backed changes you can make starting today to clear the mental fog and get your sharpness back. Let's take it one habit at a time. Habit 1. Nourish your brain with a healthy diet. Now, think of your brain as a high-performance engine. It runs all day, every day. It doesn't stop, even when you're sleeping. But like any engine, it needs clean fuel. The better the fuel, the smoother the ride. Unfortunately, many seniors fall into a routine of eating what's easy, fast, or familiar. Toast and tea for breakfast. A quick sandwich for lunch. Maybe some packaged food at night. It's filling, but it's not feeding the brain. So what does the brain really crave? First, antioxidants. These are compounds that protect brain cells from damage, like a shield against aging. Blueberries are a great example. A study published in the Annals of Neurology followed over 16,000 women for 20 years. It found that those who ate more berries delayed cognitive aging by up to 2.5 years. Just a handful of berries a few times a week made a noticeable difference. Second, healthy fats. The brain is nearly 60% fat, and it especially needs omega-3s to stay sharp. Foods like walnuts, flax seeds, and especially fatty fish like salmon, sardines, or mackerel are excellent. One study in neurology showed that seniors with higher levels of omega-3s had larger brain volumes and better memory scores. Don't like fish? A high-quality fish oil supplement could be a simple alternative, but always check with your doctor. Third, B vitamins, especially B6, B12, and folate. These help prevent a buildup of homocysteine, a compound that can damage brain tissue over time. Eggs, leafy greens, beans, and whole grains are all great sources. In one trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, seniors who took B vitamins daily showed significantly slower brain shrinkage. And finally, cut the sugar and processed foods. Too much sugar causes spikes in insulin, which inflames the brain and worsens brain fog. Instead, focus on whole, colorful foods. Think fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Even one small change, like switching white bread for whole grain or adding berries to your breakfast, can make a noticeable difference over time. And here's the most encouraging part. It's never too late. Even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, your brain still responds to good nutrition. So next time you plan a meal, ask yourself, is this feeding my hunger, or is it feeding my brain? Habit 2. Stay hydrated throughout the day. Let me ask you something simple. When was the last time you had a glass of water? Not tea, not coffee, but plain water. You might think, I'm not even thirsty, or I drink enough with my meals. But here's the surprising truth. Most older adults are living in a constant state of mild dehydration, and they don't even know it. And yes, it's one of the sneakiest causes of brain fog. As we age, our body's thirst signals become weaker. That means you could be dehydrated without even feeling thirsty. Now imagine this. Your brain is about 75% water. When you're dehydrated, even just slightly, your brain literally begins to shrink. Sounds dramatic, but it's true. A study published in the journal Nutrition Reviews showed that dehydration can lead to poor concentration, slower reaction time, and even short-term memory loss, especially in older adults. One senior in a recent case study shared something powerful. She was forgetting names, losing her train of thought mid-sentence, and feeling foggy most mornings. She thought it was just age, until her doctor told her she was barely drinking 3 glasses of water a day. She started carrying a small water bottle with her everywhere, just a few sips every hour. And within a week, she felt sharper, more focused, and even more energized. No fancy supplements, just water. So how much is enough? Experts suggest aiming for 6 to 8 cups of fluid a day, more if it's hot outside or you're on certain medications. And remember, not all fluids count the same. Caffeinated drinks like coffee or black tea can actually pull water out of your system. What helps? Keep a bottle of water near your favorite chair. Add a slice of lemon or cucumber if plain water doesn't excite you. And try drinking a glass first thing in the morning. It wakes up your brain better than coffee. Soups, fruits like watermelon, and herbal teas also contribute to hydration. But nothing beats the real thing, clean, fresh water. The takeaway is simple. Don't wait to feel thirsty. By the time your mouth is dry, your brain is already running low. Think of hydration as brain fuel. No pills, no tricks, just the basic thing your brain needs to think clearly, stay sharp, and feel alive. Habit 3. Get enough sleep. Let's be honest. Sleep is one of those things we don't appreciate until it starts slipping away. You lie in bed, eyes wide open. The house is quiet. The clock ticks. And your thoughts? They won't stop spinning. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. In fact, according to the National Sleep Foundation, nearly 50% of adults over 65 say they have trouble falling or staying asleep. And it's not just about feeling tired. Poor sleep is one of the biggest hidden causes of brain fog. Here's why. When you sleep, your brain isn't resting, it's cleaning. Think of it like a night crew at a busy office. Throughout the day, your brain collects toxins and waste, tiny leftovers from all that thinking and processing. And while you sleep, your brain's lymphatic system kicks in, sweeping those toxins away. But if you cut your sleep short, it's like skipping cleaning day. The mess stays, and you wake up groggy, forgetful, maybe even a little irritable. One study published in Neurons found that even a single night of poor sleep can slow your brain's ability to form memories and process information the next day. Imagine what weeks or months of poor sleep can do. And let's not forget about mood. Chronic sleep loss has been linked to anxiety, depression, and, you guessed it, mental fog. So how do we fix it? Start with a routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Your body loves rhythm, and sleep thrives on routine. Next, make your bedroom a sleep-friendly zone. Keep the room cool and dark. Avoid screens, phones, tablets, or TV at least an hour before bed. Skip caffeine in the afternoon. Even a small cup of tea can linger in your system longer than you think. And if racing thoughts are your problem, try a simple bedtime ritual, a warm bath, calming music, or writing in a journal. Just 5 minutes of stillness can tell your brain, it's time to rest now. If you're still struggling despite trying everything, speak to your doctor. Sometimes, medications or medical conditions might be interfering with your sleep. But don't give up, because good sleep is not a luxury, it's a necessity. The bottom line? Sleep is your brain's reset button. When you sleep well, you think clearer, feel brighter, and move through the day with purpose. Coming up next, we'll talk about a habit that gets your blood flowing and your brain firing on all cylinders. Exercise. And don't worry, it doesn't mean running marathons. Stick with us. Your clarity is closer than you think. Habit 4. Exercise regularly. Here's something we don't hear often enough. You don't need to hit the gym, lift heavy weights, or run 5 miles to take care of your brain. Sometimes, all it takes is a short walk around the block. That's right, moving your body moves your mind. You see, when you exercise, your heart starts pumping faster. And that rush of blood, it carries oxygen and nutrients straight to your brain. Think of it like watering a garden. The more consistent you are, the more those brain cells thrive. A landmark study from the University of British Columbia found something remarkable. Seniors who did just moderate aerobic exercise, like brisk walking, for twice a week showed noticeable growth in the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory and learning. Yes, you heard that right. Exercise can actually grow your brain. And it's not just about memory. Exercise increases the production of something called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Think of BDNF as brain fertilizer. It helps new brain cells form, strengthens existing ones, and even helps them communicate better. That's why, after a walk or light workout, you often feel sharper, clearer, more focused. But let's keep it real. Not everyone wants to or even can do intense workouts. And that's okay, because the goal isn't to become a fitness champion. It's to keep your body moving in ways that feel good. Maybe it's a 15-minute stroll after breakfast. Maybe it's dancing in your living room to your favorite song. Maybe it's a bit of gentle stretching, chair yoga, or even gardening. All of it counts. In fact, the Harvard Medical School recommends just 150 minutes a week of moderate activity to maintain brain function as we age. That's a little over 20 minutes a day. Totally doable. And here's something even more powerful. Movement boosts mood. Exercise triggers the release of endorphins, your body's natural feel-good chemicals. They melt away stress, lower anxiety, and leave you feeling more positive, sometimes after just one session. So the next time brain fog starts creeping in, don't just sit and wait for it to pass. Put on your shoes, step outside, and give your brain a little boost. Even small steps can lead to big mental clarity. Habit 5. Manage stress effectively. Here's what's happening inside your body. When we feel stress, whether from an argument or just the news on TV, our body releases cortisol, the stress hormone. In short bursts, cortisol can be helpful. But when it stays high for too long, especially in older adults, it starts doing damage, especially to your memory and focus. A study published in the journal Neurology found that high cortisol levels were linked to smaller brain volume and worse memory in older adults, even those without dementia. So no, it's not just in your head. Stress physically affects your brain. But here's the beautiful part. Just like stress creeps in slowly, so can calm, if we invite it. And it doesn't take much. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day of focused relaxation can begin to rewire your brain for peace. Start simple. Close your eyes. Breathe in slowly for 4 seconds. Hold it. Then breathe out for 6. This kind of slow, deep breathing signals to your body, you're safe. You're okay. It turns down that stress response and turns up mental clarity. Other gentle practices like meditation, prayer, listening to calming music, or simply sitting quietly in nature, all of them can lower cortisol and lift brain fog. And don't forget connection. Sharing a laugh with a friend, talking to a grandchild, even chatting with a neighbor. Human connection is one of the most powerful stress relievers we have. You don't need fancy tools or apps. You just need space, a few minutes, and a gentle reminder. Your peace of mind matters. Because when your mind is calm, your thoughts are clearer, your memory sharper, and your day just feels lighter. Let's pause for a moment. You've just taken a powerful step, a step toward clarity, energy, and a better quality of life. We've walked through 5 simple but life-changing habits that can help you beat brain fog, not just for a day, but for the long run. Now, here's the beautiful part. You don't need to do everything at once. Start with just one habit this week. Maybe it's drinking an extra glass of water or stepping outside for a slow walk. Small steps, repeated daily, lead to big changes. Remember, brain fog isn't a life sentence. Your brain still wants to thrive. It just needs your help. And now, we'd love to hear from you. Which habit are you going to start with this week? Have you tried any of these before, and did they help? Or maybe you've discovered your own tip for clearing the mental fog. Drop a comment below. Your story might just inspire someone else today. If this video brought you comfort or clarity, give it a thumbs up. It helps us reach more people just like you. And if you're new here, consider subscribing to 60+ for daily videos that support your health, your independence, and your journey through aging with strength and grace. Thank you for spending this time with us. Take a deep breath and know you're doing better than you think. Until next time, stay sharp, stay strong, and take care of that beautiful mind of yours.